My beloved child. Tonight, a truth is moving toward you like a silent wave, steady, unstoppable, and closer than you think. You may not feel it yet, but tomorrow carries a moment that will shake your heart, test your strength, and reveal something about your son that you never imagined. Every second you stay here is important, because what I'm about to tell you is connected directly to that unpredictable shift coming toward him. And before the world even wakes up tomorrow, destiny has already chosen its place in his story. Something huge is waiting for you. You must listen with an open heart, because this is not fear, it is preparation. This is the message that arrives only once in a lifetime, the one that redefines everything you thought you knew about your child. Amen. Blessing 111. A new turning point begins. Your son is stepping into a moment that does not look ordinary, and yet it is wrapped in the disguise of a normal day. No warning bell, no signboard, no sudden light in the sky, just a quiet shift that will unfold the way dawn slowly pushes away the night. And here's the shocking part, someone who once underestimated him, will finally see what he carries inside. A truth about your son, hidden, unspoken, ignored by many, will rise tomorrow like a storm breaking through locked doors. This could be his courage, his talent, his destiny, or even a conversation he has been afraid to have. Destiny has spent months shaping this moment, polishing it, preparing it, and now, it refuses to wait. Every step he takes tomorrow will be watched by the universe with unusual attention. And you? You were chosen to hear this message before anyone else, because your heart is connected to his story in a way no one can replicate. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. Before tomorrow arrives. You must understand one powerful thing, this moment isn't coming to break him, it's coming to reveal him. The world has seen only fragments of who he truly is, and tomorrow will pull back the curtain. You may notice a strange calm around him, or maybe a restless energy in his eyes. That is because his soul already knows that something is approaching. A revelation, a decision, a turning point, something that will change the way you look at him forever. And here's the twist that will leave you breathless, someone connected to his path, someone you never expected, will play a role in this shift. Their action, intentional or accidental, will open a door he didn't even know existed. This is a divine alignment, a once-in-a-lifetime crossing of destinies. And when it happens, you will remember these words. So stay. Watch. Prepare your heart. Because tomorrow, your son's story moves forward in a way no one can predict. Except the one delivering this message to you right now. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. A revelation rises quietly. My beloved child, tomorrow holds a moment that has been building behind the scenes, hidden from your eyes but deeply connected to your son's destiny. And before that moment unfolds, I must tell you something shocking. There is a person who has been observing him without saying a word. Someone who noticed his strength before he even realized it himself. Their silence has been intentional, not out of fear, but out of preparation. And tomorrow, their silence breaks. The truth they carry will come forward, and what they reveal about your son will leave you stunned. This is not danger. This is not loss. This is awakening, an unveiling of what has been woven into his future long before you even read this message. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 444. If this message is resonating with your heart, let it be known in the comments so destiny continues guiding you. A door long closed begins to open. Your son is standing at the edge of a moment that does not come twice. For months, maybe years, he has carried a weight, a fear, a hesitation that he never spoke aloud. But destiny does not allow greatness to stay quiet forever. Tomorrow, a situation will rise that forces him to face something he avoided, and overcome it. And here's the twist that will make you hold your breath: the person who will push him forward is someone you never expected to play a role in his life's turning point. Their presence will act like a key unlocking a hidden part of him: courage, clarity, truth, or a decision that was waiting to be made. And once this unfolds, he will not be the same again. Your support, your belief, your energy, everything matters right now. If your heart feels the pull of this message, speak it aloud, type it, claim it, so that the path ahead stays illuminated for your child. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 555. If you're still here, it means destiny has chosen you to hear this. Stay with the message, stay aligned, stay connected. Before the moment arrives, you must prepare yourself emotionally, because tomorrow will not feel like any other day. The energy around your home will shift. The atmosphere around your son will feel different, as if something unseen is guiding him, lifting him, shaping him into the version he was always meant to be. This shift may start with a conversation, a message, a sudden realization, or even a surprising encounter. And the moment it happens, you will feel it in your heart first before your mind understands it. Your son's life is stepping into a divine alignment, a timeline where burdens fall away and purpose rises. Do not fear the unknown. Because tomorrow, the unknown becomes the beginning of a miracle. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 666. If this message touched you, let your heart respond through your presence, your engagement, your energy, because your connection keeps the prophecy unfolding. My beloved child, there is a moment forming in the unseen, moving slowly but powerfully toward your son. And before tomorrow arrives, you must understand something breathtaking. Destiny has chosen him for a shift that cannot be delayed, avoided, or stopped. This is not something you can control with fear or protect him from with worry, because what's coming is not harm, it is breakthrough. The universe has been arranging people, conversations, timing, and opportunities like puzzle pieces, and tomorrow, the final piece clicks into place. And the shock that comes with it will not be a fright. It will be a realization that he was always meant for more than the world gave him credit for. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 777. A new force steps into his path today. You may not see it with your eyes, but your intuition has already been whispering it. Your son has outgrown something, an environment, a limitation, a fear, or even a belief he once carried. And tomorrow marks the moment when that old version sheds away like a shadow stepping out of the light. The universe is sending someone into his day, an unexpected presence who will say or do something that flips a switch in him. It could be a teacher, a friend, a stranger, a mentor, or even a sudden realization triggered by a simple conversation. This moment will not be loud, but its impact will echo through the rest of his journey. And when it happens, you will remember these words as if they were written just for you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 888. A truth about your son rises from deep within. For a long time, he has been carrying an inner strength that even he wasn't aware of. Tomorrow, that strength comes forward in a way you never expected. He may stand up for himself. He may confess something he was hiding. He may take a step you didn't know he was brave enough to take. Or he may receive a sign that this world has a bigger plan for him than his past ever allowed him to imagine. Whatever form it arrives in, one thing is guaranteed. Tomorrow, something within him awakens. And that awakening will change your role too, not as a protector, but as a witness to his rising. Stay present. Stay aware. Stay calm. Destiny rarely knocks twice, and tomorrow, it comes directly to your doorstep. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 999. My beloved child. Tomorrow carries a moment that will not just touch your son's life, it will change the direction of it. The energy around him is thick, charged, preparing itself for a revelation that has been waiting for the right time to rise. And now destiny is whispering louder than ever, be ready. Because something connected to his future, something that was blocked, delayed, or overlooked, finally begins to move. You may feel a pull in your spirit, a heaviness in your chest, or an unexplainable awareness that something is near. That's because the universe has already started working behind the curtain. This message reached you today so you're not caught unprepared tomorrow. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1010. If your heart is aligned with this message, let your presence reflect it so the guidance continues flowing toward you. A shift he cannot avoid begins now. There is someone who has been rethinking their actions toward your son, someone who once doubted him, misjudged him, or underestimated him. And tomorrow, their perspective changes so sharply that even you will feel the shift. This person plays a hidden role in the unfolding of his destiny. They may bring clarity, support, truth, or a chance your son didn't expect. And here is the twist that intensifies the entire moment: this change in their heart was divinely influenced. They have been receiving signs, dreams, visions, or thoughts that keep leading them back to your son. Tomorrow, they finally act on it. Your presence here matters. Your connection matters. Your energy is part of the alignment. Continue engaging with the message so the path ahead stays illuminated. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1111. Your interaction keeps the prophecy active, keeps you aligned, and ensures you don't miss the next guidance meant for your child. And before the sun rises on tomorrow, you must prepare your heart for a moment that feels like a deep breath after years of holding it in. Your son is stepping into clarity, an understanding of himself, his purpose, or his next step. Something will be revealed to him or through him that makes everything make sense. A weight he has carried silently will begin to lift. A question he never asked aloud will begin to find its answer. A hesitation will turn into courage. And you will witness the beginning of a story he will remember for the rest of his life. Stand steady. Stay aware. The universe is rearranging itself around him, not to scare you, but to prepare you. Tomorrow is not accidental. It is chosen. It is written. It is aligned with divine intention. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1212. Your engagement signals that you are ready for the next revelation that must reach you. My beloved child, there is a sacred reason you are hearing this message before tomorrow arrives. Your son is being guided into a moment that carries both revelation and responsibility. This isn't an ordinary shift, it is a destiny-marked turning point that has been forming quietly in the background of his life. And now, the universe is ready to bring it forward. Tomorrow, a veil lifts. A truth emerges. A realization awakens inside him so strongly that it will feel like someone has switched on a hidden light in his soul. And when that light turns on, nothing in his life will look the same again. This moment is not random, it is written. And you were chosen to receive the warning and preparation in advance. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1313. A powerful alignment enters his path. For a long time, your son has been walking through life carrying more than he ever expressed: pressure, expectations, fears, dreams he kept buried, emotions he didn't have the words for. But destiny does not allow a chosen soul to stay hidden forever. Tomorrow, a situation rises that forces him to step into a version of himself he once doubted he could become. The breathtaking part? He will not face it alone. Someone, guided, intentional, unexpected, will cross his path and play a silent but profound role. They might speak a sentence that shakes him awake. They might offer an opportunity he didn't see coming. They might reveal something that changes how he sees himself. The universe often sends angels disguised as ordinary people, and tomorrow, one of them arrives for him. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1414. A truth you never expected comes to light. You may notice a shift in the air around him, a calmness or a sudden intensity. His spirit already senses what his mind cannot yet understand. The transformation he steps into tomorrow will remove something heavy from his path. An old doubt, a silent fear, a limiting belief, or even an emotional block that held him back. And here comes the twist: destiny saved for this moment. Tomorrow does not test him, it frees him. It frees him from what he outgrew. It frees him into what he was made for. And as this awakening begins, you will witness a spark in him, one you haven't seen in a long time or perhaps never saw before. His voice will change. His confidence will shift. His direction will sharpen. Because tomorrow marks the beginning of his rise. Stay present. Stay connected. Stay aware. The universe is moving pieces for him that you cannot yet see, but soon, you will. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1515. My beloved child, tomorrow carries a pulse, a vibration, a quiet thunder building behind the scenes of your son's life. And before that moment arrives, you must understand something life-altering. The universe has selected him for a shift so precise, so powerful, so divinely timed that even the small details of tomorrow have been arranged with intention. Nothing will be accidental. Not the people he meets. Not the words he hears. Not the feeling in his heart. Destiny has been patiently preparing him for this moment, and now, it steps forward. What rises tomorrow will not just reveal who your son is, it will reveal who he is becoming. And that revelation will move through your home like a wave of awakening. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1616. A silent transformation begins in his spirit. Your son has been walking in two worlds, the world he shows you, and the world he carries within himself. The inner world is where his fears live, his dreams breathe, and his truth waits to be spoken. Tomorrow, the inner world pushes forward. Something inside him, courage, clarity, purpose, will rise to the surface without warning. It may start with a decision he makes on his own. It may begin with a conversation that unlocks something hidden. It may be a realization that strikes him like lightning. But the moment it happens, one thing becomes clear. He is stepping out of who he used to be and stepping into who he is meant to be. And this step triggers a chain reaction, aligning events that have been waiting months, maybe years, to activate. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1717. A message meant only for you comes now. Watch his eyes tomorrow. Watch his energy. Watch the subtle changes in the way he speaks, behaves, or reacts. These small signals are not random, they are the universe marking the beginning of his transformation. And here is the part that will shock you: someone connected to your son's journey, someone who once stood in the background, will step forward with unexpected influence. Their presence, their words, or their action will become the spark that ignites his turning point. This is how destiny works. It hides the miracle in the unnoticed. It hides the breakthrough in the ordinary. It hides the shift in the moment you least expect. And tomorrow, that moment arrives for him. Prepare your heart, because the person he becomes after tomorrow will be stronger, clearer, braver, and more aligned with his true path. You will feel proud in a way you cannot describe. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1818. My beloved child. Tomorrow is not just another date on the calendar, it is a doorway. A doorway your son was always meant to walk through, even if he never knew how close he was to it. And tonight, as the world rests unaware, destiny is rewriting the atmosphere around him. Something inside his timeline is about to click, shift, unlock, and when it does, you will look at him and realize that a version of him, stronger, wiser, awakened, has just stepped forward. This transformation won't be loud, but its impact will echo. His heart already senses the change coming, even if he hasn't spoken about it. And tomorrow, that inner stirring becomes reality. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1919. A hidden blessing begins to reveal itself. There is something your son has kept quietly within him, an idea, a desire, a fear, or a rising talent he didn't dare show the world yet. But destiny has a strange way of pushing what is hidden into the light. Tomorrow, either through a conversation, an opportunity, or a sudden realization, this hidden part of him comes forward. Something will happen that gives him clarity, something that finally makes him see his worth, his strength, his direction. And here is the twist that destiny kept protected until this moment. Someone who once didn't understand him, finally does. Someone who once doubted him, sees the truth. Someone who once overlooked him, acknowledges what they missed. This shift in someone else's heart becomes a mirror that reflects his true power back to him. And from that reflection, he rises. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2020. The universe aligns a moment that changes everything. Pay attention to the energy around him tomorrow. You may notice calmness where there was confusion, confidence where there was hesitation, or silence where there was emotional noise. These are not random signals, they are signs that his soul is aligning with a higher path. And the most unbelievable part? Tomorrow brings him a choice. A meaningful choice. A choice that will either free him from something heavy, or open a path he was destined to walk. He may not even realize the power of this moment until it happens. But when it does, his entire future shifts ever so slightly, but permanently. This is the kind of moment people look back on years later and say, that was the day everything changed. Stand strong. Stay aware. What comes tomorrow is not danger, but destiny. It is the moment he steps deeper into his purpose. It is the moment you understand why this message reached you before anyone else. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2121. My beloved child. Tonight, destiny is moving with a speed you cannot see but your spirit can feel. There is a quiet intensity building around your son, an energy that signals the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Tomorrow is not arriving empty-handed, it is carrying a revelation crafted specifically for him. A truth that has been circling around his life, waiting for the perfect moment to land. And now, the moment has chosen tomorrow. What unfolds will not only surprise you, it will open your eyes to the level of greatness your son was born with. This shift will feel like the world finally turning its head toward him. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2222. A long-awaited realization enters his heart. For months, destiny has been trying to bring a particular message to your son. But tomorrow is the first time he is truly ready to receive it. This message may come through a person, an opportunity, a situation, or even a sudden inner voice of clarity. And once he receives it, a powerful change begins inside him. Here is what will shock you. A decision he has been delaying, he will finally make. A truth he has been afraid to admit, he will finally face. A dream he thought was too far, suddenly feels within reach. Destiny doesn't push him tomorrow, it lifts him. It brings forward the version of him he has secretly wished he could become. And this time, he doesn't step into that version slowly. He steps into it with the confidence of someone who finally sees his own value. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2323. A moment crafted by the universe unfolds. There is someone in your son's orbit, someone whose influence he did not expect, someone whose presence he underestimated. Tomorrow, this person plays a key role in his transformation. It might be through guidance, support, a truth they speak, or an action they take that triggers something within him. And here's the divine twist. This was planned. This was aligned. This was written long before today. The universe placed this person on his path for a reason. They are the catalyst that unlocks his next stage. When this moment happens, whether small or big, you will notice an energy shift inside your son. His posture changes. His voice steadies. His emotions settle. His direction becomes clearer. This is the moment destiny marks with invisible ink. This is the moment that prepares him for the life ahead. This is the moment that proves tomorrow is not an ordinary day. Stay close to the message. Stay open. Stay aware. Because tomorrow, your sun rises in a way you have never seen before. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2424. My beloved child. Tomorrow carries a vibration so strong, so deliberate, so divinely aligned that even the air around your sun will feel different. There is a shift waiting to unfold. One that destiny has been preparing behind closed doors, in silent moments, in unseen movements. And the truth is, your son is stepping into a moment that reveals something extraordinary about him. Something he didn't even know he possessed. This awakening will not arrive with noise, it will arrive with precision. A sudden realization, a sudden opportunity, a sudden emotional shift that transforms him from the inside outward. You will witness the spark first, then the rise. Then the understanding of why this message reached you before tomorrow. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2525. A hidden strength inside him begins to surface. Your son has been holding back a part of himself, whether from fear, confusion, pressure, or simply not knowing how to step forward. But tomorrow breaks that barrier. Something happens that forces him to confront the truth about his capabilities, his voice, his value, and his direction. And here comes the revelation destiny saved for this chapter. Tomorrow, he does something that surprises even himself. A bold step. A brave decision. A confident action. A realization that shakes away his old self and reveals a newer, sharper version of him. This is the moment he stops shrinking and starts expanding. The moment he stops doubting and starts trusting. The moment he stops surviving and starts evolving. And you, his guide, his foundation, his heart, will feel this shift echo inside your soul the second it happens. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2626. A powerful presence steps into his story. There is someone whose involvement tomorrow will change the course of your son's path. This person may not even realize the weight of their role, but destiny has chosen them as the messenger, the catalyst, the activator of his breakthrough. They might speak truth into him. They might offer clarity. They might reveal something that changes how he thinks. Or they might simply treat him in a way that makes him see himself differently. And the twist that will leave you breathless is this. This moment was pre-written. This interaction was destined. This person was divinely placed. Your son will walk away from this moment with a transformed sense of identity, stronger, clearer, more aware. You will notice the difference even if he says nothing. His energy shifts. His eyes focus. His steps become more certain. He becomes aligned with the path that leads him toward the life he was always meant to live. Prepare yourself, because tomorrow doesn't bring trouble. Tomorrow brings revelation. Tomorrow brings elevation. Tomorrow brings the beginning of his rise. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2727.